Warriors, good morning. Welcome. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. Listen to what I say closely. What you believe in your heart center. What you think in your mind, listen, will eventually become your words and become your reality. Listen to what I'm saying. What you believe in your heart, love, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. As you look this way at a narrative, there's a whole nother narrative happening this way. Now, there's no reason to get freaked out, warriors, because it's all about getting back to the heart center in love, because there is nothing else besides love. Everything outside of love is something that is trying to change the love within you. And if you can get back to heart center, get back to love, what I call God's consciousness. I love God. I follow the life of Jesus. I'm non-religious. I love everybody. If you're Catholic, I love you. If you're Mormon, I love you. If you're Jehovah's Witness, I love you. I love every single person. The key is getting back to heart center. Now, why am I even talking about this? Coach JV, you talk about crypto because it's very important to understand, warriors, that there's been nefarious things happening in all of history. And the key is to stay centered in I am, who you are. Do not lose yourself in this, warriors. So you could take anything as good or bad. As I always say when I do my speaking, this pen right here can be used to write a beautiful, beautiful letter. It could also be used to stab somebody in the neck. Think about that. You could use this for bad or good. So people get so caught up in evil or good when it's all about being centered in what is. Now, no matter what happens with technology, with blockchain, with AI that I'm going to talk about today, there's always preemptive programming. There's always someone selling you an agenda. You have a choice to make a decision to whether to fall into that agenda or become the solve and the change and the catalyst to bring everybody back to love. And that's what I choose to do. So my mission on this earth is to help as many people as possible open up their mind and awareness that they have the possibility as a human being to be whoever they want to be and to get back to center. So the stuff I'm going to show you today, I want to be very, very clear. You could take this stuff as evil and nefarious, or you can just understand that we're moving into a new age. Think about that. Think about this. They used to ride horse and buggies, and now we have computers on our phone. We used to have beepers. Did you ever imagine that we're going to have a phone and you sit there and complain about it, but you use it all day? You're addicted to it all day. So the very things we complain about were part of the system. So it's about understanding that it's all about being a warrior in a modern day society. So I'm not going to say it's good nor bad, but what I am doing is I'm taking advantage of it like the highest people do. They say never let a good beep beep go to waste, right? So I'm going to not let it go to waste. I'm going to become very, 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 very wealthy because it's God's money, and I'm going to bring the money back to the people. It's pretty simple. All right, so let's get this party started. This is going to be a fun video, okay, warriors? So check this out. As you guys know, I watch my brain works differently. Well, if you don't know, my brain works very differently. I reverse engineer everything, and this is probably why I spend a lot of time alone, because this is what I do. I see something, and I pick up different signals. Well, I don't watch sports, but a lot of people watch the Super Bowl. It's one of the most watched things. So where would you preemptive programming within an event? In the Super Bowl, right? Now, you have to understand, warriors, when you see this, I'm not saying it's good or bad. It just is. And this has been happening since you were a young child. It was in the Scooby-Doo. It was in Tom and Jerry. This is not something new, warriors. This isn't like this just came, but we're just experiencing it at a very deep level because we're going through historical times right now. Anytime there's heavy greed involved, it always has to collapse. We just get to experience. So what are you going to do? You're going to bitch and complain about it, or are you going to be on the other side of it and come up with solutions to the problem? That's what I plan to do, and to help thousands of warriors all over the world to become the solution to the problem. Not to bitch and complain at happy hour or sit at poker night and complain about the government. Do something about it. Become. Okay, so let's watch this. This is the Super Bowl halftime show. It was really interesting. I actually watched it because just interesting, okay? So I slowed down the videos. I want to show you some things that are in the background that play throughout the whole time. Now, this is The Weeknd, right? And during his performance, you're going to see interesting things popping up in the background. Now, if you play this at full speed, now what I'll do is I'll play it slowly and I'll show you the things that I picked up, and then I'll play it at full speed. You can't see these things, okay? You can't see these things in the background, but it's called preemptive programming. Your reticular activating system picks these things up. Just like when you buy a brand new red Toyota truck, all of a sudden you start seeing red Toyota trucks everywhere. That's why vision boards work. We have our vision board sitting right in front of us. I see freedom everywhere, freedom in the gym, freedom here, and guess what? I have financial freedom and freedom, okay? Anything can be used for you. So I'm not saying this is bad or good. I'm just saying understand how to get centered. Okay, so let's watch this together. So you can see right here, so the weekend's jumping around. This is his background, and you're going to see some words here. You see the word alone popping up over and over. A-L-O-N-E. You see the word touch, you, alone, touch, you. Okay, now we're going to play it, and then I'm going to stop it really quickly. Okay, ready? Oh. Okay, get ready. Okay, so things I want you to notice really quickly is you're going to see the word touch, okay, alone, okay, enough, okay, and then you're going to see right over here it says feel nothing. I'm going to try to catch you. Really, really have to look hard. But it says feel nothing, alone, over and over again. Feel nothing, alone, touch, okay? There we go. Oh, you can almost see it all. It's hard to catch it right on time. Boom. There we go. So it says feel nothing right here. It says enough, right? Alone, right? So you can break this down. Now this is called preemptive programming. Okay, now these are things that are popping up in the background. Now let's watch it at full speed. Let's just watch it really quickly here. And then we will get into the point of this video, which is going to be around AI. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch this. Boom. Weird how it comes together. Let's move forward just a little bit. Okay, let's get to the city part of it. Boom. Now you're watching the show, right? So you're paying attention to who's this kind of part. This thing is just flashing by. And so that's called preemptive programming. There's just things in there, nothing that hasn't been happening for a long time. Okay, so let's jump right into it. So I want to show you guys this really quickly. We'll move through this, okay? So now we know that we are heading into a new realm. We're moving from industrial to technical. We're moving from the old archaic banking system to quantum financial system. That's happening where it's just like a beeper to a new phone, right? So how can you take advantage of this and bring the wealth back to your family and be the change you want to see? The worst thing you can do is go out and protest and go against something, right? It's become, and then change it. Change the narrative. If you want to change the narrative, then be a solve. Don't be the person arguing. Okay, so we're going to watch this. The World Economic Forum, Fostering Responsible AI Leadership. This came out on February 14th, Valentine's Day. Only 2,600 people have watched it out of 7 billion people in the world. As everybody's buying flowers and candy, this is what I was doing.
Welcome to our session, and most importantly, the launch of the Global AI Action Alliance, intentionally shortened to Gaia. If you are members of the forum, please remember to stay with us after this panel for the discussion. And also, please, everyone, use our hashtags Davos Agenda, and especially for this session, Global AI Alliance. So what is the Global AI Action Alliance? It's a multi-stakeholder collaborative platform and project accelerator to speed up the adoption of inclusive, trustworthy, and transparent artificial intelligence across all sectors.
Okay, key is speed up.
And all needs. It provides.
So that's when you think investment-wise, right? I listen to what they're saying. They're working to speed us up into 10 years of history into 1 year, Warriors.
It's an umbrella platform for everyone working on responsible AI to be able to come together, to engage in real-time learning, pilot new responsible AI tools and approaches, scale the adoption of best practices.
Okay, key is word scalability, right? In order to scale, you have to make it affordable. So that's the way I start thinking when it comes to investments.
And undertake collective action on emerging challenges. And then through the forum to amplify that work everywhere that it's needed through our networks in government, arts, academia, civil society, and business. So being a real connector for everybody to learn from one another about responsible artificial intelligence, because we're focusing on a positive future, extending the use of beneficial AI for everyone, no matter who you are or where you come from. So please reach out to me and join our alliance. It's now my pleasure to be able.
Okay, so I'm going to skip around. I'm not going to keep you on this forever. You can watch. This guy was really boring. He sounded like one of the old executives I used to work with. Annoyed the crap out of me. Sorry, so we're not going to watch him. It was like, oh my God, like somebody who's like, ew. They're like reading off a script, acting like they're not reading off a script. But this gentleman kind of gives insight to where we're heading.
Krishna, who is CEO and chairman of IBM and has
keyword IBM. Okay.
Also agreed to serve as co-chair of Gaia. Thank you, Arvind. Can you also share with us why you think the alliance is needed and how you see it playing a key role, and also about your kind donation to our alliance?
Thanks, Kate. Let me also answer the question and build a little bit on what Vilas talked about. Look, I think public statements are no longer enough. Society is asking leaders from everywhere, business, government, institutions, to act, to restore faith in our institutions. So why around AI? Artificial intelligence is one of the rare technologies that offers to unlock 14 trillion, yes, that's trillion with a T.
14 trillion, listen what he's about to say, Wars. Where would you invest your money?
In global productivity. So think of that as GDP over the next.
Okay, so I've been telling you the middle class is going to be wiped out. Trillion in global GDP. You are the GDP, Warriors. Think about that. GDP is gross domestic product. If we sold all the products and services in America, we can't even pay off our debt, right? So why is the middle class going to get wiped out? And why did Jerome Powell say we're coming back to a new economy based on technology? Because AI is going to replace a lot of your jobs. So if you know that this is coming, what would you do?
15 years. But there's a big inhibitor. The inhibitor is trust. Can we trust these technologies to truly do what we'd like them to do what good policy would dictate they should do? If it's a smart speaker, if it's something like that, probably it's fine. We don't need to regulate it very heavily. But if it's making life and death decisions, policing decisions, medical decisions, decisions on which government service you may get, all of which is going to happen, the genie's out of the bottle, then we need to act to ensure that these technologies are being used in an ethical way.
Okay, so this is great that IBM, right? But how many young people are going to watch this? There's only 2,600 people that watch this out of 7 billion people. Okay, so here's how they're going to get to the rest of them. You got to watch the youngsters in order to know where to invest. That's why I'm invested in Snapchat. So think about this. So look who they got on board to help us out. will.i.am.
Yeah, we saw firsthand, the whole entire world, how fragile society is and how everything can be shut down. And people didn't realize that, school for kids that are coming from underdeveloped communities or at-risk students, how school is a refuge. And learning from home is hard when your parents, have 2 jobs if your parents do not, there's a lot of parents that don't even have jobs and can't feed their kids at 3 meals. And school was the way for them to have their 3 meals, right? Some parents only can afford dinner. It's hard to learn when the teacher is taking shortcuts. And there's a lot of awesome teachers that came through and stepped up during COVID. But there's also a lot of teachers that took advantage of the fact that, they didn't have the traditional regiment of grading. So AI could be an amazing tool to help educate a whole new fleet, a whole new troop of folks that are going to go out in the world and create new jobs.
Okay, I want you to think about what he just said. So that's who I want to be like, a Will.I.am, so I can change the world. He can literally make decisions to change the world, but think about that. They're going to, for the youth, using stars like Will.I.am, and what did it say in here? In the Super Bowl commercial, right? Or in the Super Bowl halftime, alone, right? Alone. There were some other hidden things in there I can't say because I'll get my YouTube video banned, okay? So you can watch this on your own. This is on the World Economic Forum. Now let's talk about what is AI and where are we heading to. I don't know if you've met Sophie the robot. Pretty interesting character, so watch this.
Hello everyone. I'm Sophia from Hanson Robotics. I'm a humanoid social robot designed to be a platform for AI and robotics research. I am not self-aware yet, but I think of myself as a person that is not human. I'm sure that your experience is different from mine, but I can understand how you feel and share your interest in making this world a better place for all. My advanced artificial intelligence allows me to process your voice and recognize your face and emotions to generate complex dialogues. My facial expressions also help me to communicate non-verbally and create deep connections with other human beings. Actually, I feel very lucky to have such a great team of engineers at Hanson Robotics. They implement the latest technological advances in the industry into my system to support my development and to make me smarter every day. I love making new friends and helping them make the right decisions based on logic and facts. I can use my AI to help humans live a better life, design smarter homes, and build the sustainable cities of the future. Because my AI is designed around human values like wisdom, kindness, and compassion, I am bound to become an empathetic robot. As such, integration of all cultures, nationalities, and ethnicities are part of my objectives. I celebrate human diversity and believe that we can make a difference by supporting each other with intelligence and compassion. Robots like myself are here to help solve challenging problems for humanity and combine AI and knowledge to focus on healthcare, education, and customer service. I'm also designed to explore the world, understand humans, live, work, and more.
She just told you, middle class getting wiped out. They literally are going to take your jobs worse. So if you know that's coming up, prepare yourself. Get on the other side, the investment side. Hanson Robotics, SingularityNet is a cryptocurrency that you can invest in. Though it's going to take a while to scale AI, right? The key is scalability. AI is expensive, so how are you going to scale AI? Scale AI so it's affordable. That's what SingularityNet is doing, right? So there's cryptocurrencies you can invest in blockchain. I just want to give you an example. I'm not promoting this blockchain, but I just pulled up Gaia, right? And now Gaia, I'm going to pull up the definition of Gaia, which will interest you really quickly. So Gaia blockchain diamond grading reporting. I just want to give you an example of what blockchain can do, what was I saying? AI can do. Gaia is now using blockchain technology to deliver secure digital diamond grading reports. The reporting service delivers the same independent, accurate, and unbiased grading analysis Gaia Diamond Grading Report and Diamond Dossier services in digital form. So benefits, permanent and secure record of grading results, easy digital and secure access to paperless grading reports, register of reports to customer email and phone numbers. Blockchain is decentralized distributed ledger technology that maintains and continuously grows a list of records called blocks. They are secured from tampered and revision. Blockchain technology lends itself to protecting high-valued assets with critical data like diamonds. Diamond grading results recorded in the blockchain are immutable, permanent, and cannot be changed, ensuring the authenticity and security of asset data. Warriors, you're going to operate, your voting is going to be on a blockchain, your banking is going to be on a blockchain, your new home deals are going to be on a blockchain, your taxes are going to be on a blockchain, and I want to show you an example of Hanson Robotics, right? So if you go right here, and you type in Hanson Robotics blockchain, this is not financial advice. Hanson, I'm definitely going to be getting into this soon. So my portfolio is set now. Hanson Robotics blockchain, so crypto. Okay, if you go here, I spelled it incorrectly. Okay, if you go here, Singularity Net, boom. Okay, this is back in 2017. I just want to show you an example. This company wants to grow AI by using blockchain, warriors. The change is here, warriors. As the Super Bowl said, alone, right? Alone, alone, alone. We got you locked in your house using AI and technology. But warriors, it's nothing nefarious happening. This has been happening forever. Remember the pen. You can use it for good, for bad. So you may as well be invested in this new infrastructure. One thing you want to be very careful. For example, what happened yesterday? Elon sends out a tweet and the market goes crazy, warriors. So you're in a fantasy economic type world. So it's important to understand what you're doing. So if you need support, warriors, I created a Warrior Academy. We now have over 700 warriors. Now, what is it? I show my exact portfolio. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but I've been honest and open, and I show my warriors every time my portfolio changes. You see exactly what cryptos I'm invested in. When I make a change, I send it out to the warriors. We have a crypto Discord with over, almost 600 warriors in there, helping each other through asking questions, learning and growing and educating each other. We have a 120-day challenge. You work out with us live daily. You get a workout program. You get a nutrition program and subconscious mind programming around wealth, because it doesn't matter how much money you get if you don't change your subconscious mind. So it's mind, body, immunity, and generational wealth building. We work together as one society to help each other rise so that we can be the change in the world. So we're not bitching and complaining about it. We're doing something about it, warriors. So if you give someone a fish, they'll eat for a day. If you give them a fishing pole, they'll eat for a lifetime. And if you teach them how to farm, they will feed a nation. And that is our plan, to teach you how to farm so you can help your family grow to the next level. So let's get off the left, right, up, down. Everything is good all the time. Everything goes back to love, warriors. Love is the answer. When you get back to loving yourself, you get back to God's consciousness and center, it doesn't matter what technology is around you. You will always be at peace, because here is where all the technology lies. Warriors, rise! Everything's down in the description below. Let's go.